Andy Burnham's new property tax could create three massive loopholes for property investors. We could see stamp duty abolished, council tax abolished, and Andy Burnham as Prime Minister could completely reshape property in the UK as we know it. So in this video, I'm about to explain how many landlords are going to be completely screwed with these new changes that are coming in, and how other landlords, and hopefully people like you that are subscribing to my YouTube channel, are going to become very, very rich. So briefly, what is Andy Burnham actually proposing? He wants, and he's proposing this idea of introducing a land tax. So how would this work? Well, it's basically a proportional property tax, and it's calculated based on the value of your land. And if we look at how the Fairer Share campaign proposes their property tax, we see that the proposed amount is 0.48 per year for your home that you live in, and for your second home, or if you're a non-resident overseas investor, it's 0.96. Fairer Share want this to replace stamp duty tax and to replace council tax. Now, if this happens, this is going to be an absolute revolutionary move, and it will shake up the property market like we've never seen before, certainly in my lifetime. I see a lot of people talking about this potential tax as if it's a really bad thing and they're really worried. But to me, looking at this from an economic perspective, if it's done right, as they're proposing, I think this is gonna be a very, very good thing if you prepare for it properly. If you're not prepared, or if you're just a lazy, passive landlord, then yes, you're potentially going to be wiped out and your bank account will be crushed. That's why you need to watch this video until the very end. So my first prediction, if this comes in, is it's going to be the death of lazy investing. A lot of investors that I know have got so many empty homes in London, and they just can't even be bothered to rent them out because they just use it as a way to just hoard, and the properties go up in value over time, and it's just, you know, a trophy collection for them. Those people are going to be really hurt by this land tax because they're going to have to pay a double 0.96% fee on the value of their properties. This will likely see a lot of these properties that are being put back on the market. See, stamp duty punishes people for selling. It makes the market still. Whereas this is going to bring a lot more sale and fluidity in the market. Next, we're going to see a liquidity explosion because we don't have stamp duty anymore. Removing stamp duty is going to mean that it suddenly becomes much easier to sell houses. The market's going to really pick up, because the reason that a lot of people are put off buying houses, first-time buyers and investors, is because of the big, massive, hefty stamp duty fees. You can't incorporate stamp duty into a mortgage. You've just got to pay it, and it's a huge upfront fee. We've got the most amount of houses right now on the market than we've had in over a decade. And that is because they can't sell because people can't afford to buy, and a big part of that is because of the stamp duty. It also stops people even wanting to move. If people have got a big house and they want to downsize, they can't justify it, because if they sell their house to downsize and buy another house, they're going to get clobbered with absolutely extraordinarily high stamp duty fees. Stamp duty is a terrible tax because you're not getting taxed on profit, you're getting taxed on buying. So it stops people buying. But if you stop people buying, you're now decreasing the amount of movement in the market, which is a bad thing for the economy and a bad thing for the housing market. Next, it's gonna rebalance the property prices across the UK. In London, if you've got a house that's £1 million, suddenly you've owned that house for a long time, it's worth £1 million, the property tax is gonna make it a little bit, we might see prices dropping in the south and in the expensive parts of the country. Whereas in the north, we'll see property prices rise because of the abolishing of the stamp duty. It's also going to make tenants better off, because who pays council tax? Tenants. But if council tax is now abolished because it's incorporated into the land tax, it's going to mean that tenants have got more money in their pocket. So potentially you could charge a bit more rent, and people are going to hate me for saying this, but this is what's going to happen. I'm not saying we should take advantage and try and put up rents as much as possible, but as the landlords have now got this ongoing annual land tax, which has replaced council tax, well, they will increase rents. Stamp duty is huge, but it's a one-off fee. 3 years later, you kind of forget about it. And now your tenants are better off because they're not having to pay council tax, we're gonna see smart landlords that are gonna probably market their properties and say, rent all inclusive. We pay the government so that you don't have to pay. No separate council tax bills, no hidden surprises, fixed monthly payment that saves you money. Now, of course, the government are doing this, and this is for all landlords, but we've seen this happen many times before where the smart landlords act like they're doing a favour and can use it to get more tenants. I can already see it happening in the north where the landlords are going to say, look, under the old system, you'd pay £1,000 a month rent plus £150 a month to your council tax, but we're just going to charge you £1,100 all inclusive. You don't have to worry about paying council tax. You're going to save £50 a month. You can see it, can't you? And the funny thing is, because in the north the yields are better and the houses are a lot less, they'll probably be paying less than £150 on their annual land tax anyway. And the tenant's better off and the landlord's better off. So it could end up being a win-win. But here's, I think, going to be the biggest opportunity. The final two mad opportunities that I can see practically falling out. One is for commercial property and the second is for deal sources. Let me explain. Commercial properties, we already have mad opportunities. I've already been helping thousands of people get rich off of the back of this, which is you can buy empty commercial properties really cheap right now, and you can turn them into residential properties without getting planning permission under permitted development. That's a strategy that's super, super popular, and not many people know about it. So I'll give you an example. One of my clients, Stacey, who I was mentoring, bought a property for £120,000, which was a commercial property, rundown commercial property, empty, like an empty shop. She then spent £30,000 turning it into flats. She didn't need any planning permission and then got it revalued at £250,000, making £100,000 clean, pure profit. How did she do that? Well, it's because when you buy commercial properties that are empty, their values are low, you can turn it into residential without planning permission, push the rent up, push the value up. Great strategy. This is going to become a goldmine. Think about it. Because now all these properties that are just empty, these empty shops, these empty commercial properties, they're already losing money, a liability, but now there's a land tax on them. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine how motivated these commercial sellers are going to be to sell? But then you can use permitted development rights. It's your right to be able to turn it into residential, turn it into flats. This is how you're going to be able to build your portfolio very quickly as a result of the land tax. So that's huge. But the second mad opportunity is for deal sources. Deal sourcing is when you find properties, you package them, sell them to investors. You don't buy anything yourself. This is how I became a millionaire, from finding deals, packaging them, selling them to investors. This is suddenly going to be so much easier. What's a deal sourcer's biggest challenge? Well, it's finding properties and it's finding investors, right? Now, investors is going to be much easier because stamp duty's gone down. So for a deal sourcer, think about this. If you find a property at the moment, £200,000 house, and the stamp duty on it's going to be what? 20 grand? So the investors are used to paying 20 grand fee, stamp duty. But now suddenly that's gone. And you, the deal sourcer, are normally charging £3,000, £4,000, £5,000. Could you put your prices up? Could you double them or triple them? And would anybody even blink? They're still paying way less. So at the moment, when a deal sourcer charges £3,000, £4,000, but then they're paying the government 10, 20, 30 grand as a stamp duty, it's gonna make it look so much less and so much more attractive. That's the first thing. Second thing is, now there's gonna be way more sellers. There's gonna be even more properties on the market, more motivated sellers, more distressed sellers. These sellers, commercial, residential, empty properties that are now sitting there and they're paying a new land tax. Even the fact that Andy Burnham said he was considering the land tax as an option. We've already seen landlords freaking out wanting to sell. So we've got way more people wanting to sell and it hasn't even come in. And now we've got people wanting to buy and now they're not having to pay stamp duty tax. So the deal sources are gonna get rich. I've trained so many deal sources. As I say, I've made millions myself. I've got loads of clients doing deal sourcing, making 10, 20, 30 grand a month. They're gonna 10x their businesses. That's what's gonna happen. And let's not forget, if you're buying up, my whole strategy, everything I've done is buy low, rent high. So the people that are upset, the people that have got like £2 million house in London, people like me and people like you, probably, we're investors, we're smart, we're looking to get high yields. My portfolio, I got a HMO worth 200 grand in Birmingham, bringing me in 2 grand a month, and I'm renting it to a housing association. Okay, I'm now gonna have to pay, even if it's a 1% annual fee, which is not, but even if it's 1%, 200 grand, that's what, like 2 grand a year? Okay? I'm getting that a month. And now I haven't got to pay council tax. Neither do my tenants. So I can probably increase the rent a little bit as well, can't I? I mean, come on. So the people moaning are all upset. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll be very upset if they bring in a land tax and don't scrap stamp duty and don't scrap council tax. Of course, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how the market's going to go. I mean, 2029, we're probably going to have a brand new government in place. I think that Reform are going to come in, and they're very, very pro-landlords. So while everyone's scared and all afraid and moaning about the land tax and selling their portfolios, even if it comes in, it's a good thing. I actually think mathematically and economically it makes sense to have a land tax instead of stamp duty, as for the reasons that we've talked about. But the people that win are not the people that are scared. They're not the people that are worried about the economy. They're the people that say, okay, what are the rules and how do I play the game to win? So if you want to play the game to win, if you want to make money now, everyone's thinking about, oh, what happens if in 3 years' time? How's about just be a deal sourcer and sell a few deals a month? If you just sold one deal a month, packaged a deal and sell it to an investor once a month for an average fee of 4 or 5 grand, that's replaced your entire salary if you're an average person. That's one deal a month. There's no reason that you should have to have a job when you understand property. Property is the most lucrative profession in the world. When you understand the rules of property, when you're connected with investors, lack of finance is not really a massive deal. And everyone's going to benefit from this land tax, apart from the really stupid, lazy, incompetent, hoarding investors. Even solicitors are going to benefit. Solicitors, mortgage brokers, the whole property community, because every time a transaction happens and a property is sold and bought, people are getting paid, aren't they? Builders are getting paid, solicitors getting paid, estate agents getting paid. So abolishing stamp duty is going to be the best thing that ever happened in the property market. So if you want to get into deal sourcing, by the way, which I think is going to become absolutely hugely profitable, it already is profitable, but if you want to learn about deal sourcing, how to find good deals, how to find investors, and how to get paid thousands of pounds without even buying properties, then I'm going to be running a completely free online training session explaining how to find deals, how to find investors, how to profit from the opportunities right now in this current market. It's completely free, so you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. I'll leave a link in the description. It's free. Click the link, I'll see you on the other side, and God bless.